Hi everybody, Deborah here. Well, it's been a day. I'll start out by saying that unexpected events occurred today. I had my plans all laid out, and best laid plans. Normally I hike in the mountains here where I live early in the morning with a good friend of mine and her dog. I take the cool hound Luke, and it's a safe place where the dogs can run off leash. And today I had multiple appointments, and we didn't go out to hike until about 3 o'clock this afternoon, and that was the hottest part of the day. So even though we were in the woods with two young rambunctious dogs, it didn't take long for things to kind of go south. And when Luke didn't appear back on the trail like he usually does, I started to really worry, and I called him, and he didn't come, and we backtracked, and I found him at the trailhead, and he was down, and he could not stand, and he was trying to, but every time he would try, his legs would buckle, and he'd go back down, panting like crazy. So my friend and I picked him up and carried all 60 pounds of him out of the woods. And fortunately, the vet was not far away. I called ahead, and my sweet little Luke had developed a sudden onset of heat exhaustion, heat stroke. So they, immediately took him away from me and took him in the back, put him on oxygen, put him on a cooling blanket, and started bathing his little paw pads in alcohol to try to get his temperature down, which was 105.8. Normal for a dog, the vet said, is about 99 or 100 degrees Fahrenheit, and Luke's temperature was 105.8. So they worked on him for quite a while, and I was calm until I called my husband, and then I lost it. I love this pet so much, and you all know who followed me how much I love my animals and work really hard to take good care of them. So, the good news is that I was able to bring him home. He stabilized. They got his temp down. Took several hours, but he's back home and has had a good supper, and he's asleep in the room next to me. But how quickly things can change. And I have to say, I'm glad that I had my mental wellness supplements on board. I don't know that I would have handled it as well with such a sense of calm and clarity of knowing exactly what I needed to do and urgency, and get to go into action quickly. So then I listened to part of the evening news, which I typically don't do, but it was heartbreaking to hear Ashley Judd talk about her mother, Naomi Judd, and her struggle with mental illness. And recently she took her own life, and they disclosed that she did so with a firearm, and it just shook me to my core. There's so many people struggling with mental wellness these days, and I'm really glad to be part of a movement to get that out in the open. Let's talk about it. Let's help people talk about it and offer some kind of solution. It's just, as we've seen, can be a catastrophic illness and can certainly compromise the quality of a person's life to where they reach a point where they just don't want to live anymore. And I also have to shout out to my mental wellness company community. These people have been so supportive of me through me building an online business and sharing this important message. And they also were supportive of me today when I was going through all this stuff with my dog Luke. It was amazing, the love and the support, and people being so concerned when I wasn't checking in like I usually do in what the day's events had I planned to participate in. So, we're all in this together, people. Let's stay close. Let's talk about it. Let's help each other. Let's support each other. Let's spread this message and get people the help that they need and the support that they need. So grateful today to be alive, to talk about it. Grateful to have an important message to share, and high quality and high performing products to recommend. Much love. Bye. Contact me.